Hey there, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of today's double live stream. Canadian Starships live stream tonight. We're going to be continuing to work on this thing over here, the 650 scale Enterprise D projects. We also have back our producer, Ken. Say hi, Ken.
Hello, everyone.
I'm not sure that we have a whole lot of everyone here at the moment. Looks like we've got 2 people, but that's 2 people who are watching. So welcome everyone who is watching. We are starting an hour early, so that might throw a few people off. But earlier in the afternoon, I guess, we were looking at working on those paint areas where the paint had issues and repair work has had to have been done. I've done a little bit more work, and there are a few other places I think that we're going to try using the tool, which shall not be named, to kind of improve upon some of the work that has been done so far. So that's what we're going to be working on in the next little bit here. But if you are here in the chat watching, let me know. Leave a comment over here so that I know that you are watching and who I am talking to. It's always nice to know who it is that I'm talking to. Isn't that right, Ken?
That is very true.
Yeah, because it's always nice to be able to have a conversation with the chat. I'm quite happy to talk with you, Ken, but it's also nice to have chat.
Well, exactly.
To have a conversation with. So I need to actually hook this beastie back up to the camera. So let me do that. And I found a few spots that needed a little bit of additional work. So
Ken is here. He said, hey, I made it for part 2.
Yay. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see if my computer is going to recognize. Did I freeze up?
Yes, you kind of did, but I can still hear you. Oh, there you go.
There we go. That's weird. It was just StreamYards. It wasn't my other software. The camera goes to the other software first, and then it goes to StreamYard. So it wasn't that. Okay, I think I'm going to reacquire my camera. Give it a refresh acquisition. I've acquired it. Now I have to position it. It doesn't seem to hold a memory of where it was last time it shut down.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So every time it shuts down, I have to reacquire. So it's just adjusting, adjusting, adjusting. Yes, it is. It's pretty cool. At least I think it is.
I would have to agree.
All right, let's test this out. How's that for a view?
That looks pretty good.
All right. So you might be able to tell that I've done a bit more sanding work here. There was a transition here. Oh, right there.
Yep.
That wasn't too great. And I think there's a transition. I think this transition over here between the parts needs some work too. So I think we're going to start out by doing a bit more sanding tonight with a tool that shall not be named. And then then I might look to see if I can look at some of these heads that are on here and see if I can make use of one of them just to clean up the that neck seam just a little bit more. It'd be nice to clean that up just a little bit more.
Did you have like a curved kind of face one?
Yeah, there's a number of them here, so we'll play around with that and see what we might want to use.
And what are you drinking coffee still, or did you switch over?
Still got my coffee.
All right then.
So it's a coffee night, I think. So far we've got just Ken in the chat.
Yes, but we do have, it says 5 people watching.
Yeah, it's a Ken night so far.
Yes.
All right, so let's get over here. Get some gloves on.
So it looks like you had applied a little putty on there as well, or is that just?
Nope, that's what's been sanded down.
Oh, okay.
It's just exposed some of the putty underneath. So we have a bit of a step here that I don't like. So we're going to get in here and see what we can do.
And Todd is here. He says hello and good evening, all.
Good evening, Todd. Anyone joining tonight is signing an NDA about this tool that I'm not using?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, for at least another week.
Yeah.
A week and 1 day.
That's already a lot better there. This one over here, I think, is going to need a little bit more work.
And how's the other side now? Do you think the other side's done at the back?
I think the other side's looking really good with the gray primer on it.
And how's the front coming along on the saucer?
We'll have to have a look at that. I did shoot some more primer onto it, so...
Todd says he's just happy you find it useful.
Well, it's certainly become useful on this back end here. That's for sure. So I'm assuming that we're going to go till regular time tonight.
All right.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
So a 3-hour stream?
Potentially.
All right.
Okay, let's clean that up. That's a lot better. Now the front is looking considerably better. I might just give it one more pass of the gray, and then I think that we should be good on that front.
Good. It's good. That's good to hear, because I know there was a little bit of a step there earlier.
Yeah, nice to see that the repair is coming along there. So.
Ken's talking about how he has a display sander.
Who's that?
Ken's model shop.
Okay.
He says he has a display sander. And maybe similar to something that someone else may be using at this time somewhere in the world.
Yeah. I wonder what it's like using those things. Todd, we tested out the nuclear option earlier, and it would be quite a pain to get that vinyl down. But it looks like we'll be able to do what we need to do with this. So.
Well, it's nice you'll be able to make a complete set of modified ends as well.
Sorry, what was that?
It'll be nice that you'll be able to make a full, complete set of modified ends.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll need to modify all of them. Probably just modify them as needed.
Yeah. Todd is pleased. He said, "Oh, I did good then." And Ken says it's a great tool for sanding. And Trent is here. He says, "Hi, Andrew and Ken."
Hello.
Yeah, it's doing a good job of getting rid of those little high spots there you had.
Yeah. Bit tricky knowing when it's sitting flat and when it's not quite sitting flat.
Ken says he's currently working on the 600 scale Klingon battle cruiser.
Nice. Let's clean that off and see what that looks like. It's a bit of a sand, clean, paint, repeat.
But at least the process is a little quicker now.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure that I'll ever get that quite 100%, but it's a matter of getting it as close as I can, and let the Aztec do the rest of the work.
Right, like you said, to let that hide it.
We're just going to clean off the pads a little bit, brush them off.
So Ken is asking one question. He says, "What's the base color on the D?"
So the base color is a French blue color. And this is the base color paint.
Okay, if you want to hold it over top of the Enterprise itself and show us on that camera, maybe. There we go.
This is the English side, yeah. Because we live in Canada. Donc, il y a une côté avec le français. But I'm sure you want the English side. That's the dud can.
Todd is asking, can you put a mark on the handle to indicate the position of the tip head?
I'm not sure what he means.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. Put a mark on the handle to indicate the position of the tip head. And Ken says, thank you.
Yeah, I think Todd's going to have to explain that one a little bit more.
Yes. Do you mean like the angle that it's at, or what are you thinking, Todd? Because right now he has white plastic on the side, on each side of the I don't know what you want to call it, the shaft of the sanding.
Yeah, I'm hitting metal there, so I think that's as good as I'm going to get it on this side, on this pylon.
Oh, so he's saying to make sure you have the sanding tip flat.
All right, so let's clean this up.
Yeah, so Todd's thinking if you put a mark on the handle to indicate, so you can make sure you have the sanding tip flat.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, if the handle is parallel to the surface, then it should be flat. I'm not quite sure what kind of mark I could put on it that would be helpful.
Right. From side to side, you do have the white plastic, but yeah.
Okay, we'll get that to dry up. We'll get a shot.
We have a viewer from Rio de Janeiro here.
Welcome. Thank you.
And he says that's an amazing job.
Well, we'll see how that looks once that dries up. Oh. Let's see. We're all caught up on the chat, I suppose.
Yeah, we are. So it looks like his name is I don't want to butcher that, but Guilherme Santos. And he says thank you. And Tony's here. He says good evening or evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Just wondering what kind of tip I should use on that neck. What if I just use the one I'm using?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. If it's just on the top there, like the seam area?
Yeah, so I'm thinking like just going along here a little bit.
Your head's kind of in the way for us, but
just going along here a little bit.
So Ken is saying, Andrew, are you are not going to use the vinyl on the ship?
I'm not going to use what?
So Ken's saying, Andrew, you are not going to use the vinyl on the ship as a question?
So the vinyl is the nuclear option, which I'm hoping not to have to use. If I can avoid using it, I will avoid using it.
Matthew is here. He says, hi, everyone. He said, Andrew, you have some stiff competition from the cricket here in Oz tonight. Or today. Must be a big cricket match or several cricket matches on. It is Sunday there.
Well, my live stream won't last as long as a cricket game.
Steve Martin's here. He says, looking good, Andrew.
Thank you.
Matthew is saying 4 more days until I get my 1/670 scale Voyager and the journey begins.
So which version do you have? Are you getting? Is it the updated version with the corrected windows, or is it the original release where the windows are just these big blobs? Hopefully it's the updated one. It'll be a lot easier for you.
Yes, he says it's the latest version.
Good, good. Those are hard for us to get here. There's a significant high spot here that I'm hoping to clean up.
Is the other side looking better?
The other side's always been a bit better. Should keep this toothbrush over here. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to deal with this, but at least I'll make it a bit better.
Same thing on the other model.
The other one had issues in different places. We'll see how that looks. The other place I'd like to do a little bit of work is right here, where the crack was. I'm not going to do a whole lot here. Just want to smooth it out a little bit and put a little bit more primer on it.
Is there anything on the bottom that needs sanding?
The bottom's pretty good, I think. Most of the issues are top facing, which is of course not fun given that it's the area you see most of the time.
Well, exactly. Sorry, I was just thinking it's starting to look now like the rusted out version, the ghetto style Enterprise.
Yeah.
Spots of primer. It's not the Enterprise, it's the Ghetto Prize.
Yeah, I'm going to try to swap grits here and do a little bit of blending work on the saucer there. Just
Okay.
The edges where the paint scrape happened.
Yes. Howard's here. He says, Will finally hit the body stages of his build at 16:30 hours. In Hurry Up, Andrew. He's catching up on you. Oh, wait. It's not a parts work.
And I'm not building it in 24 hours. So does that mean that he's doing a 24-hour long live stream?
Yes, he is, actually.
Hope he rested up well before that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to swap pads here.
Howard says he's been taking breaks to eat and such.
But no sleep?
No sleep.
Reminds me of having kids. Oh, wait.
I think Buck wanted to do something like that as well, but I was more of a, well, if you mean 24 hours by at least someone has to be on for the 24 hours of all of us, I'm fine with that because I'll be going in and sleeping at some point and then coming back.
Yeah. All right. Just put a bit of a more fine grit pad on.
Howard says he's been up for 19 plus hours.
I mean, that was fine back when I was in school, pulling all-nighters and such, but it's a little different now.
Yeah, I start getting older, and then for you having kids and a family and responsibility.
Yep.
Not saying it's impossible, just definitely harder. Okay, Howard says Buck wants to do a stream starting at 11 a.m. on New Year's Eve until midnight.
Yeah.
It'd be a little bit harder if you have family visiting or something. That's going to be my case. I have my dad coming hopefully tomorrow if the roads are good. He's been trying to come for the past 2 days, but for Thursday, the roads were closed. And then yesterday they were just really bad with packed snow in areas.
So what was all this?
Doing a stream starting at 11 and then going to midnight. My dad's supposed to be coming, so I mean that's not something I'd be able to do with having family visiting.
Mm-hmm.
My dad couldn't make it on Thursday because the highways were closed, and then Friday he couldn't. And then he couldn't. No, yeah, sorry, it was Friday. The roads were closed, and then today the roads were just really bad, so he couldn't come. Howard says, well, I've been up for the past 26 hours with 2 hours of sleep. I guess I'm crazy.
Yeah, I prefer not to do that kind of thing anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little bit coarser than what this one is.
What grit are you going to be using?
I'm going to try the 800. I had 1,000 on there.
All right, Howard, we'll see you in just a minute or two. How was that working?
Better. Jury's still out a little bit here.
Well, it may come down to the point too when you get to the very last stage of blending, you may have to go by hand. I don't know.
I might go just a little bit coarser and then go back to this one. Because it's more polishing than anything, right? So
Right.
this was 800. Let's go up to 400. And I'll have to swap in some of the extra sheets of pads to maintain the Secret Santa illusion. Yeah, I think this is going to work better to start with.
Howard says he's back. He was just seeing if his part 2 of his jet engine he built uploaded, and he's gonna post it in Discord. He said how loud this thing sounds. Board is. That last part, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but
I feel like this is just going to be a bit of a slow process. I think the bottom lines are going. I might go back up.
I'm just gonna pop out for a second and pop back in.
Okay. There we go. He's popped out. And he's popped back in.
There we go. Have you had any issues with the masks dealing with this area here you're working on?
The masks?
Like the window masks?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Because they're buried under the paint, right?
Yeah.
This paint ledge is quite tough.
Well, it goes to speak for the quality of the paint then.
Yeah. It's quite difficult to get it to blend in. Like I said, it might not be an issue once the Aztecs get on there, but I want to eliminate as much of the issues as I can before I get there.
Right. Howard's asking, so do you cover these up from to keep from dust or anything coating it between sessions?
I'm constantly blowing them off with air.
Now, did you change grits already to go back up? Do you need to switch to go back down again?
What's that?
Do you need to switch your grits again when you're on this side?
No, I'm using the heavier grit.
Oh, okay.
Now, when we're talking about the masks, I'm probably going to pull these masks here because they're getting buried under multiple layers of paint.
Right.
But I might pull them just so that I don't have issues pulling them later. That might be the majority of the harsh seams.
Do you ever use tack cloth at all?
No.
No? Okay. I bought some once to work on Starships, but I have yet to use it.
Okay. No, I have not. Couldn't tell you anything about them. Interesting how the water to clean this off interacts with the area that has just.
Yes, you can see that area. It highlights it quite well. How's it looking? Does it look like it blended quite well?
We'll know more once the next layer of paint goes on.
Oh, okay.
I'm just doing this because these windows are going under a lot of extra layers.
Right.
Of primer, so.
Do you have some still pre-cut?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, thanks for letting me know, Howard. Howard says he's used it before on wood projects. They pull up dust and stuff between sanding.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let all this primer cure overnight before I move on to any more stages on this. Because as I'm pulling these window masks up, I can see that it's still fairly soft.
Right.
There we go. So I'll let the paint on this one cure overnight. And then I'll put the window masks back on. Then I'll put some more of that primer on. And then we'll see how she goes from there. But a lot of these areas are starting to look a lot better than they were.
Well, that's good.
And that's what's important. All right, so we're gonna move on to this girl here.
Nice.
And specifically, we're gonna start remasking what I pulled off for Wonderfest.
Okay.
Not everything. Probably not a lot on the saucer. But I think that there's some stuff on the secondary hull we're going to need to remask. But I'm going to check it all over because there's some spots that are going to need some patch paint on the Aztec, just where there was some paint leakage or anything like that.
Right.
And so any of those areas, I need to make sure that the window masks are done so that I don't get paint on the windows. But I'm thinking that majority of the saucer is actually going to be good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over it and just evaluate it.
Matthew has us gave us the blowing mind icon there for just the quality of paint level. And yes, that is all masked and painted.
Just trying to adjust the camera here.
Now, how many different colors are used in this Aztec pattern?
4.
Here we go. And is that including the base color or no?
Yes, including the base color. I'm going to have to, here. Let's do this for a minute. You have to disconnect my camera. Was coming loose from the post, so I'm just gonna reconnect. But I'm gonna need to.
Well, you're doing that. Do you want to give us a commercial?
Well, give me a moment. I'm gonna need to have a bio break here in a minute, so
Okay.
We'll do a commercial break then, and then I'll put footage of this thing up for when the commercial break is done.
You froze there. Oh, you're going again.
Are we all caught up on chat?
Just this last one here. Howard says, makes you wonder how they paint the ships in space dock. And how did they do it?
Okay, I got a lovely view of my working desk right now. But this is not the view you want.
Not particularly, no.
Nope. So let me fix that. Okay, I might have to actually move the camera around.
Howard says it felt like a cooking show. We put it in for 2 hours, and here's what it looks like baked as we swap out the D's.
Yeah,
it kind of does. Ken says, I'm still watching and working on my battle cruiser.
Okay, let's try. Oh, let's try this. How's that for a view?
That's a good view.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do a bio break. I'm going to throw a commercial up, make YouTube happy, and we'll be back in a few moments. Once the commercial break's done, Ken can entertain you, or he can entertain whoever's around during the commercial break. So yeah, we'll be right back.
Now I'm watching because I also have the stream up here running, so I'm waiting to see if I'm going to get a commercial ad. Yes, this is a great shot of kind of shows you the phasers and how the lights can be changed. Warp nacelles. Unfortunately, there's no sound in this clip, so we don't get to hear anything. But that touchpad is amazing. We have a green phaser there, and this is all adjustable with the lighting kit Andrew uses here. So for any of you who are new here, it Ken says looks cool. It makes it so Vulcan. Makes it so Star Trek, I guess. Yes, it does. It's amazing what it can do. It's got the photon torpedoes firing. It does the phasers in multiple colors, and realistically with this system, all his lights are addressable. So each individual light can be addressed and changed color as the as the client desires. They can adjust it as they want. You can do presets like a Borg, maybe the Borg took over the ship, or maybe there's just some red alert lighting. And it does if you hear the sounds effects in Board 2, you could hear the really good sounding phaser effects and everything. So it's really an amazing lighting kit that he uses. It looks like he did not take too many masks off on the rim of the saucer, but you can see a few there. Generally blacked out. Looks like one there is in white, but due to the thickness of the resin, you can't really get lights into that area.
Yeah,
Howard says
there's
YouTube
no way
is never happy.
There's no way to get lighting in the rim, just the way that the model's been the kit is constructed.
Right, but with the painted windows, looks really good though too.
Yeah. Plus, so I did the black down first, and then masked off, so that there's a little bit of a window depth going on. But yeah, so let's grab desk cam here. So let me grab a pointer of some sort. So what we have here, or let me go up front here because you can probably see that better. So this blue here is the base coat. There's a big chunk of it right here. And then this color beside it here is the secondary color.
Yes.
Then there is, so that's the secondary color. Then there's this light blue on top and this lighter gray on top. So those are the four colors that are going on here. So what I have to do is I have to go over the Aztec paint scheme and check for paint issues. So there's one, I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here.
Not really, no.
Okay, let me see if I can grab my phone cam here.
Okay. Matthew says, I love the phaser spool up, but I think it's a bit long. He says, when the phasers fire on the shows, they kind of spool up closer to the discharging point, not from each end of the strip.
It depends on what shots you're looking at and what season and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So.
Ken's Model Shop says, Andrew was at Wonderfest last year, and I watched the video on YouTube from Tested when they interviewed Andrew on the Enterprise D.
Yeah, it was fun.
And just to remind everyone here, what is the company that makes the lighting kit that you're using?
Scale Electronics.
Scale Electronics. There you have it.
Scale Electronics.
Okay, all one word. Scale Electronics.
So there's no extra E in the middle, so it's just one E. Scale Electronics. There we go.
Perfect. Now, I know you've mentioned it before in the past that you offer a couple different lighting kits available, one more advanced and one less advanced.
They do, yep.
Just depends how many lights you want to put into your model.
Okay, so we're going handheld here. Let's see if I can identify this spot for you. Okay.
It's a little out of focus.
Yep. So here's a spot that needs a little bit of cleanup. See how some of the paint has leaked underneath?
Yes.
There's a spot over here. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I want to clean up all these spots. So this is the refinement of the Aztec painting.
Okay.
And so any of these areas, so like this window here is going to need to be masked off.
Right.
And probably this section of windows. So, I mean, I don't know how many of the windows are going to need to be masked off again, but probably need to do some of them. Well, we'll definitely need to do some of them. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Woo, that's close up. And I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Because I took my glasses off to see up close easier.
I find myself doing that all the time at the bench.
Yeah. So we're going to go over this thing and find the windows that need to be masked off. And I need my tweezers. Here are some behind me.
Todd says, did I just walk on the surface of the D-saucer? It was kind of like that, wasn't it, Todd? Pretty good close up.
Okay. Not sure how I'm going to deal with some of these paint leak issues, but might actually just be quicker and easier just to kind of mask all of them and go around.
Howard says, he says, wow, you can see the close-up how much it looks gritty, but as you back away, it looks just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically you were seeing it at a scale you aren't normally, supposed to see.
Yeah. A little bit of the original mask was still on there.
Oh.
On one of them. And I think I need to record a little clip here. And I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to what microphone I'm going to use for that. Because I'm kind of producing a video at the moment too. So
are you thinking you'll be hoping to start the bee sometime in the summer?
Hoping I'll be able to start it early New Year.
Oh wow, that soon.
Like within the first couple months.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't look like I'll have something like that ready for Wonderfest, but
right.
Okay. Let's see.
Howard says my Advent D has 0 Aztecing on it, so it's not true. Well, Howard, it is a fictional ship, so none of them are true. I guess technically the closest thing you could call to being true is the studio model.
All right, so I'm going to record a clip. And so Ken, if you talk while I'm recording the clip, it'll come up on the clip.
I'll mute.
Just FYI. Oh, that was a photo. So here's the surface of the 650D with the Aztecs on and all these lovely windows open. But there are some issues with the Aztec pattern that need to be dealt with in the refining stage. So if you look over here, you can see how there is a little bit of paint leak from the masking process. So we're going to have to deal with that. So you might be able to see I've got some windows started to be masked off. So we're going to have to go through and mask off, remask off these windows we opened up for Wonderfest and close them up so that when we do the paint touch-up, we don't get any paint on these nice windows. So yeah, I pulled all these off for Wonderfest. Now I got to put them all back on. Okay, clip done. Nope. Nope, I'm going to have to redo that.
Okay, I'll remute again.
I forgot to press record on the audio.
Okay.
Excuse me. Got to do it again. Let's delete that clip. Okay. Okay, this time I am recording audio. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Okay, let's see if I can do that again. Here's a nice up-close look at the Aztec pattern that's been put onto the surface of the Enterprise D. However, we do have a little bit of a problem that's going to have to be addressed, and that is areas on the paint scheme that have some paint blah, 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 beep.
Howard says derp.
Let's redo. You guys are getting a little bit behind the scenes look here.
Just a service you provide.
Mm-hmm. Record. Here's a look at the Aztec pattern on the surface of the 650 scale Enterprise D. However, we do have some issues that we need to deal with in the refinement stage here. There are some spots that have had some paint leakage underneath the Aztec mask, and we're going to have to clean those up. So that's the stage we're on right now, the refinement stage on the Aztec pattern. You can see here how some of it's just leaked out. So we're going to have to clean all that up in order to do that, we're going to have to remask these windows. I pulled all these windows off for Wonderfest so people could see the lights inside. And, well, we're going to just have to cover them back up again. So all that work to take them off, we're just going to have to cover them back up again. Okay.
I hope you're not getting a cold there, Andrew.
No, just some of the food I had earlier is giving me some grief now. I had some. We had some chili in the freezer, so I thawed that out. Just gonna put this microphone away, and then we'll get masking again. This microphone that I'm using for like the whatever they're called, microphones,
right?
Oh, what are they? The USB one that I'm using right now.
Yeah,
they're great for the live stream, but I still like the traditional microphone for my videos. All right, I just need to save some video here before I move on, and some audio in the appropriate folders so I don't lose it.
So your viewers can keep an eye out for that clip and know that, hey, I was there when he did that.
It'll be in the next, well, what I'm assuming is the next edited video on this.
Todd says, does your video thumbnail say Dea?
Record. Here's a look at the Aztec pattern.
So the original thumbnail from this morning did. I'm sorry, from this afternoon. The one for this video shouldn't. Better not. Content. Live. Nope, this one's correct. The other one, the one from earlier today, might still say that. I fixed it. I noticed and I fixed it in between streams. So.
Todd says, I'm watching you and Will on 2 monitors, and on his stream, it's showing your first stream as Dea.
On his stream?
Yeah. So he must be watching your stream in the on his stream, or watching your video from this afternoon. And then Todd says, "Gotcha."
Interesting.
Okay, so it's showing as a recommended video. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
Huh. Has he posted a link to his video, to his live stream in
Discord?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. How far in is he?
Didn't Howard say a little earlier that he was about 19 plus hours? So he's going to be coming close.
So it's he's 17 hours, 24 minutes, and 25 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Just checked it out.
Oh, Todd says, no, I'm watching you both live.
Yeah.
One on each monitor. On his stream, it's showing your first vid as thumbnail as Dea.
Interesting. All right, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm saving. Okay, so I've saved the audio, so that's good. I just need to make sure that I've got the video saved. So one moment, please. Please stand by while I save some video. So it should be in my Dropbox. There it is. We're going to save it to the appropriate folder. I've got to clean out my files on this computer. Because I'm starting to get full. I'll have to transfer some stuff to the storage drive. All right, so video saved, audio saved. And yeah. Just a moment. Hello from the Canadian Starships stream. There we go. All right. Okay, so we are windowing.
Okay, do you want to switch cameras for us?
Oh, the whole switching cameras thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking a lot of you. And you can throw your face camera up. There we go. Todd says, to be fair, his stream has been running since I left to go see the house. That's awful kind of you, Todd. So are most of the windows on this upper part of the saucer generic size, or are there some differences?
There's 3 widths of windows.
Okay.
As you get towards the middle section here, they get narrower and then they get wider again towards the front. So,
okay.
So the sides seem to be narrower. Why? I have no idea.
Because the people in those rooms aren't as important.
It's got to have something to do with how they made the kit, I would assume.
Yes. So Todd, if you're still listening, how is his stream going? Is he making some good progress there?
I would not want to do a 24-hour stream, that's for sure.
Well, like you said, when you were younger, maybe, and I would have to agree with you. Okay, Todd says he's building the doors now. He said chassis, engine, interior, all done. You think he'll finish on time for the 24 hours, or you think he'll be just a little short? Okay, Todd says he has 35 stages to go. And Howard says he's doing rather well. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, okay. Todd says people think he's going to finish at about the 21-hour mark. You should then leave the camera running for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
With the vehicle like on one of those little turntables or something. Okay, Howard says the decals are like stages 109 and 110.
These things sure go on faster than they did originally. It's a little easier to tell exactly where they're supposed to go.
Yes.
Plus, I don't quite have to be quite as exact because it's not like I'm painting the whole ship.
That's right.
Just doing touch-ups.
Todd says he's now on stage 76. Howard's asking if Todd, did you see his Partworks pizza soundbite? Todd says the little pizza truck.
It's one row done. I'm curious. What's that noise? Something's playing audio on my computer.
All right.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Got it. It was coming from Discord. It's coming from Discord.
So while you're doing that, I'd like to ask you, do you have any kits you would hope to someone to, hire you to build at all?
I would always love to do the 650 scale Enterprise E.
Yeah. And who puts that one out?
So one of the current places to get it is Marshall Models.
Okay.
So has Will ended his stream? Or is there a part two? Part two. Got it. There's a part two. And wow, he's got 27 people watching. That's pretty good. I'd be curious to see, I'd be curious what the watch figures are like over that course of time.
Oh, for sure. With different parts, like, the engine, say, versus, I don't know, the doors, for example.
Well, just because the viewership's probably fluctuated quite a bit over the last 17 hours.
Yes. Plus, people in his home area there, aren't necessarily watching in the, middle of the night.
So he'll probably be going long after I'm done tonight.
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, 'cause you're only looking at another hour and a half.
Yeah, if I go for 3 hours.
Yep.
We'll see how I'm feeling at 10 o'clock.
Todd says YouTube maxes out at 12 hours per stream.
Got it.
He said, so 2 parts.
I've never tried doing a live stream long enough to figure that out. So
Todd says, from what I've seen, he's averaging 25 to 35 viewers.
That's great.
Howard says it's been a steady 26, 29. Most are UK. He said, I know a bunch of us are there. And Gordon
Nice.
says, hi, guys.
Hey, Jordan.
Gordon.
Oh, Gordon. Hey, Gordon. I was going to say, Jordan's probably working.
Well, he's supposed to be on holidays, but yeah. I did send him a Discord message earlier today saying I hope he's enjoying his holidays, but he never got back to me, so I don't know if he got called in or
Are you sure
what the
you
case
sent that
is.
to him?
What's that?
Are you sure you sent that to him?
Yeah. Or did I send that to you?
Because I got a message today from you saying, I hope you are getting to enjoy your holiday time.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I sent that to you. Wouldn't you know it?
I am not Jordan, okay?
Yes, I know. And you know what? That, ladies and gentlemen watching, that's not the first time that's happened. Todd says, Ken, UPS keeps emailing me about your package being stuck in Winnipeg. All right. I did look on the afternoon stream there, and it looked like a lot of them were now being released by the government. I guess the U.S. government inspects them while they're still in Canada, I guess. And that says that they were released this morning at 4. Alan Kelly is here. He said, your build is always fascinating. Can you tell me why you are covering the windows? Is this so you can correct the paint leaks?
That's exactly right. Because I'm going to have to do some refinement on the Aztec paint before I do any additional detail paint. There's just some areas where there's little bits of paint leak from the masks, so I don't want to accidentally get paint on the windows. So I'm covering them back up. I wouldn't have normally taken the window masks off until everything was done, but I wanted them to be visible for Wonderfest. But that's why only half of the windows are, like, one side of the ship that was facing out towards people going by. This is the only side that had them removed. The other side they've stayed on. So
Howard says, damn government needs to get their grubby hands out for our treats. And you know, when I was doing them up and sending them, it was UPS was estimating that the charge for you guys would be around $13 to $17 for imports stuff. And then you look at Alec and whatnot, they're getting ones for, $56 or whatever. And yet Keith didn't have to pay anything.
You got to wonder at what point are the duties more than the value of the goods inside?
Yeah. To keep the value down, I just put most people's, I said, was with $50. It's probably worth a bit more, but a few people got a little bit more than others, but just for a couple specific items.
But you probably just got hit. Like, they probably just got hit with the tariff issues.
Yeah, maybe someone actually opened some of them. Maybe Keith's didn't get opened. They just, whatever area it was going to, it just got flagged to just let it through. I know now I did pay for the bill there that Alec was having issues with. So he said he got a notice his will be there on Monday. And I know Dave's will be there Monday. And hopefully his wife won't open it. Let's see here. Todd says, I got another package addressed to Todd Father today.
Yeah, people don't you or other people open your Secret Santa packages.
Yeah. Mine's not really a Secret Santa package, but yeah, I'd prefer people didn't open them until the 28th when we do our live stream there.
Who would open their Secret Santa packages early?
No one of good character would ever think about doing that. See what else. I know Jody's weighed a little bit more because I threw in a bunch of those LED lights I said I was going to send him.
Yeah.
Todd says, what if Santa told you to?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, if Santa tells you to, then you got to listen to the big guy.
Yeah.
100%. Howard said Dave's wife, even her husband calls her a weirdo. Well, his wife's name is Christine, and that's the same name as my ex-wife. But we parted on good terms. Yeah, Todd says, I just didn't want to see you struggle through that tail section when the solution could have been sitting next to you all along.
Yeah.
So true.
Well, it's definitely come in handy. And you know what they say? If they don't find you handsome,
I'll sure find you handy. Okay, so just remind me here, those horizontal ones right by your hand there, when you're up on the sheet, by the bridge area, are those vents? Nope, closer to the, yeah.
Yeah, those are not windows.
Okay.
Which is an issue because they had them open. So I've had to add styrene sheet underneath.
Right.
To block them off because they're not supposed to be lit. And then these little ovals here are the cargo platform elevator things.
Oh, okay.
That's where those are. And they go down all the way through the main shuttle bay.
Nice. Todd says, besides, no one knows this is a top secret stream and everyone signed NDAs.
Correct. Right? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. If you say so.
Howard said, I opened the box, but they were just gift wrapped. So thankfully, I don't know what I have. He said, I had to start looking at who they were addressed to because I was looking for stuff I ordered too for others. Yeah, my dad ordered a lot of stuff for me through all my Christmas gifts through Amazon. It had them shipped from Amazon Canada to me, so he doesn't have to bring stuff across the border from the U.S.
Yeah, and well, if you're in the States and you've got somebody from the U.S. I'm sorry, if you're in the U.S. and you've got somebody on your Secret Santa from Canada, just ordering from Amazon Canada is probably the best way to do it.
I ordered something for someone from one of the many hobby stores I have on my list that I don't normally shop at anymore these days.
Okay.
But I used to, quite a bit. Howard says, no dummies allowed stream. Matthew says, no dissing Andrew stream. Yeah, how Todd says that's what I did. I even have Amazon.ca Prime.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you watch Doctor Who at all?
Not for a few years. I haven't.
Yeah. So they've
Disney's
got
kind of taken over, and that's kind of stopped watching.
well, Disney's actually out now.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, they're out. So it's back to just being the BBC. But they've got a spin-off miniseries that's based on Unit.
Okay, yeah.
It's called The War Between the Land and the Sea.
Yes, I saw a thing on that, and it kept talking about Unit, and I'm like,
yeah,
as in from Doctor Who. I kept thinking to myself,
yeah. So the Doctor's not in it, but the problem is because of Disney leaving, it was produced in partnership with Disney, and stuff. So it's only available right now on the BBC.
Yep.
And Disney Plus is supposed to release it, but there's no release date for it. So I'm trying to avoid spoilers for it because I can't get it here in Canada, and there's no kind of date as far as when it's going to be available here in Canada.
Right. Yeah, I saw a thing where, like, you know how you can watch those, like a movie kind of review where they just talk you through what happens in the movie, where it's a lot longer. And yeah, basically I watched one of those and I thought, that's something I'm gonna have to watch.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid those. Like Who Culture's done some of their reviews and stuff like that, but like I'm trying to avoid it all because I don't want to get the spoilers.
It looks like it ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. So is it supposed to be episodic shows, or is it supposed to be a movie?
I think there's 5. Like it's a 5-episode miniseries, I think.
Oh, okay. So where the video ended talking about it for me, then it probably, because the other episodes aren't out or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I think the first 4 episodes have aired in the UK, but again, like we can't get them here.
So talking about Amazon.ca, first of all, Howard said, I think I got everybody's Secret Santa figured out.
Who said that?
Howard.
Oh, really?
Okay.
How would you know who I have?
Very true. I mean, if you ordered for example, say it's Todd, you probably would have ordered through Amazon.com or a different website that's something in the US.
Yeah, and have it drop shipped.
That's what I would do.
I'm curious how he would have everybody's Secret Santa figured out.
Yeah. I'd like to see that in writing, like right before the show. And just see how accurate you were.
Bring the receipts.
Just so I could say, oh, okay, you got everyone except for 1, for example, or whatever, like, or 2, I guess. Let's see here. Todd said, I got the first month free with Jody and forgot to cancel it. Talking about Amazon Canada or Prime. Howard said, well, the .ca didn't have what I sent you boys, so they sucked. Okay. Ken says, Andrew, are you going to build the 130? I think he means 1350. And then he comes back, Andrew, are you going to build the 1350 scale TOS Enterprise in the near future? I've
got one in stock. I'm sure I will at some point. It's just a matter of when, because I've got all these commission builds to get out first. But I do have one. Here, let's see. You can probably see it there right underneath the counter. It's blurry because of the whole depth of field thing, but I've got one right here. In fact, I've got 350 TOS, 2 350 NX01s, and 2 350 Ian's favorite. And when it comes to the refit, I've always thought, you know what? There's so many builds of the refit out there that it's almost oversaturated on YouTube.
Yeah.
But more recently, I've kind of thought, well, you know what? Nobody's seen how I would do it.
Exactly.
So maybe I will. You know, once all these projects are out the door, like I've got what's on my queue right now. So once these are done, I have to finish the two 1400Es. Then I've got a 1400D to do for a client, and a 1400E. I mean, hopefully a 1400D for Wonderfest. I've got the 350B or Excelsior, depending on which one comes into the shop. I mean, when the Excelsior comes into the shop, and then I've got a 1400E with Blue Aztecs for Dash. And once I get all those things done, then I can do what I might do is just do like the builds I want to do for my channel and then just sell them on spec after they're done.
There you go.
That way I'm not trying to hurry up because a client wants their build, right?
Right. Howard's asking, wait, does unit have Brigadier General Stewart?
No, because the actors passed away, but they have but unit is in beep. Let's try that again. Take two. The person in command of unit is his daughter.
Although they did mention early on the reboot of the Doctor Who's franchise here that he did try to go back and see the Brigadier General Stewart, but he had passed on, and they made some sort of time thing saying, well, he can't go back and see him now, and obviously because the actor's dead.
Yeah.
Where says deduct reasoning. Okay.
Anybody
Ken says I have two in stock, so he's talking about the 1350 TOS.
Yeah.
And he says I have NX01 in 350 scale. And you're right, Todd. Camera.
Oh, ah. There you go. I'm really interested, like when I do the B and Excelsior, I'm really interested to see how my window idea works out.
Right.
With the individual cabin lighting. I think it'll give a whole lot more kind of life to the build. The illusion that things are happening inside.
And Jody's here.
Hey, Jody. The nice thing about producing these masks myself is that I don't have to worry about Oh, I don't have enough. I didn't buy enough of these things. Because I can just print more, cut more.
Okay, I'm just looking here, and it looks like for the war between the land and the sea. So episodes 1 and 2 came out on the 7th, and episodes 3 and 4 came out on the 14th. And that's where it's sitting right now.
Yeah.
So maybe if it's 5 episodes, maybe the next episode, or if it's 6 episodes, the next 2 episodes will come out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many episodes it is, but it's just a shame that it's not coming out on Disney the same time it comes out on the BBC. Because then we're stuck for who knows how long trying to avoid spoilers.
All right. Jody says, wow, it looks like you got a lot done since this afternoon.
I wish.
Well, you would have zero concerns about Wonderfest if that was the case.
Well, this one's not going back to Wonderfest.
Well, true.
I think Wonderfest might be another work in progress, just to demo the lighting.
Right.
So if I can get it built and the light, like with the lighting, and even just a preliminary paint, then it would be something fun to show off the lighting system again. But I'd love to have a finished project there.
Yeah, Jody, he's just remasking windows so he can do some touch-up work on a couple little areas of the Aztecing.
And if you go to the HTM YouTube channel, you can probably find the live stream at Wonderfest where I was removing all these things.
And I remember some of the HTM live streams there where you were sitting in the background at the table.
Yeah.
And working away.
Yeah, what I was doing was removing these. Then I've got the ones on the neck and the secondary hull to do too.
Jody says, I'm glad I took the night off to give you more time to work. Nice job.
Thanks. Well, we still would have had time for you to stream. We did take a dinner break. Although I did opt to start early since you weren't streaming. And I didn't have kids here. Sorry, I don't have kids here.
So are they coming back or are you going up there for Christmas?
So my wife's coming back tomorrow and leaving the kids there until Christmas Eve. And then we're going to go up there for Christmas Eve.
Okay, nice.
So we've got we don't have other care options for the kids.
Right.
Because yesterday was the last day of school for Christmas break.
Yeah.
And so they just have to come to the office with me and spend the day there with me if they weren't going to the grandparents' place. So they'll have much more fun at the grandparents than they will at the office with me.
I would assume so, yes. Do you have many people come see you during the day?
Yeah, well, we've got people that stop in. We also get people off the street that stop in looking for food or money or other things to varying degrees of mental stability too.
Right.
So I'm always just a little cautious as well when I've got the kids there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
If our
Howard
office, if our office
said, okay, Ken, I sent you a DM on my prediction. You'll see if I'm close. All right. That's good. I'll keep an eye out for that. Interesting.
I'm curious. I'd be curious to see who he thinks I have.
Mm-hmm.
Who I'm giving to. Obviously, don't say anything. Or
No, I'm not going to say. I'm just reading it for myself and just seeing.
just in case he's right.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Howard's saying, no, Todd, the one thing I'm watching on Will's stream is if his two front doors are loose like mine. Kind of have an issue you had with the same kit there, Howard? So is this kit he's building, is it fairly new release or has it been around for a little bit? Okay, Howard's saying, yes, they're floppy.
Whew. Ugh. All right. Well,
You're
you know
coming
what?
up on the 2-hour mark?
We are, and I think I'm just going to keep it to the normal 2 hours tonight.
Oh, okay.
But what I might do here is, hold on. Yeah, my arms are getting a little tired from the masking. So I'll need to take a break from it anyway. Hold on. That's
You're saying it's been out for a while. It's the same as Jordan's. Okay.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. What am I doing? This is where I am. Where is it? Customization. This is weird.
What up?
I'm trying to see if I can set up a redirect.
Oh, over to Will?
Yeah. But it's having some issues. It's not seeing his live stream.
Oh. Are you looking for the first one or the second one?
Looking for the second one, but it should automatically.
Todd says maybe just link it.
Well, it should let me redirect to him, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. So anyway, we're going to end it there, folks, for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to just hit this over to Facecam here. And yeah, we're just going to motor along. But hope that you've enjoyed the live stream. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to my channel and haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button today. It'll make me very happy if you do. But for now, my name is Andrew. This is Canadian Starships. Your producer tonight has been Ken. Say goodbye, Ken.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas.
Have a great night. A Merry Christmas. And next Saturday is to be determined whether I'll be streaming or not. Just kind of have to see how the Christmas schedule goes. So have a great Christmas, everyone. And we'll see you soon, whenever that happens to be. Have a good night.